Well, hello and welcome to my channel. You're with Learn Lawyer. Yes, power came back on. Yay! That's twice in 2 weeks that has happened. Not very. I'm not very happy, but anyway, that's what's happening. It's really quite ironic that power prices are going up, and yet we're getting more and more blackouts. Yeah, right. You know. Oh, and welcome you. It's New Year's Eve. Can you believe it that the year is just about gone again? Where has it gone? um, where has it gone? Oops, I've just got Harrison calling me at the moment. I know that there's some fireworks he's watching. And yeah, I want to know what are you doing for New Year's Eve? If you're celebrating, I'll be going to bed after this stream. I will not be up for New Year's Eve. I'm afraid I will be sleeping. And at the moment, there's lots and lots of rest that I do that's got to happen because of the recovery that I'm in. But other than that, I'm doing all right. I'm doing good. That's going to happen. So I wanted to do a open panel tonight, and I'm about to pin the chat information on here. So let me just pin this. And I want to talk about a few things, look at some of the big stories that we've discussed during the year, some of the things that we haven't discussed during the year, things that I may have missed, things that I've learned. Also, as I said, you're more than welcome to click the link and come up and have a chat with us. And we will have a look at that. So, yeah, I know that the kiddie fireworks are about to happen at the moment. I don't know. Tell me, do you have two lots of fireworks where you live? One so that all the kids can celebrate in fireworks, and then the adults can do. I remember going to Williamstown, and we were at Williamstown Beach, and we went for the 9 o'clock fireworks, and then we went home because we've seen the fireworks, but it allows parents with little kids the opportunity for the little kids to think that they've stayed up till midnight. It's quite funny. So look, I don't really have any resolutions or plans. My thing is just to be healthy and continue just doing the best that I can be. In fact, I have on my I do, as you know, I do a lot of my planning stuff, and and I still do everything manually. Oh, look, I can hear the fireworks. You might be able to hear the fireworks. So there's kiddie fireworks on at the moment. The kids' fireworks. So as you know, I do my planning videos. I'm going to take the background off so you can have a look at that. Let me take off this background. I actually have a green screen that I've got now, so watch out. I'll be having all sorts of backgrounds. So I've got this. This came in the mail. This is from Mumsy and Bub, and it's for my little lime and mortar. And I started making a list of what things I would like to achieve in 2023. It's just stuff like a savings goal that I would like to do, how many sales I'd like to do on a shop, how many subs I'd like to have, how I'd like to generate enough money for my channel to be able to pay my rent, and stuff like decluttering my house, investing money, and getting myself financially secure. So I still use the old fashioned pen and paper, but I actually have on my desktop, I've got a Google desktop. Let me show you what it is. It looks like this. I saw it on my daughter. My daughter actually introduced it to me. Hello, Vedandra. Yes, I'm hoping it's going to be better. We're going to talk about some of the stuff. So this is the everyday. I don't know what it's called, actually. I don't know what it's called. But it has every day. It's got, you get the time, so you can see that it's the time, and it says hello to me. Now, if I move myself out of here, I'm just going to remove myself from the picture. Where's my to-do list? It has my to-do list here. And my to-do list has one thing on it. My to-do list has one thing on it. Let's see if I can get it to go. There it is. My one thing on my to-do list. Oops. I've got to move myself out from here. My one thing on my to-do list, it says to be amazing. Be amazing. I need to swap these around. Oops. There we go. I need to, and, oops. Hey, look, I'm having fun here. Are you feeling a bit sick now? All right, so we'll see if we can do it this way. Oops. No, it's not letting me do it. Yeah, so here it says, be amazing. And so that's there every single day to remind me that I have to be amazing every single day. Vanandra, I'm feeling better. I mean, look, I'm a bit bored. So I've been watching lots of YouTube videos. Planet Talk. Yay, Planet. Yeah, well, this is my week for that's my little weeks. That's the one I carry around in my purse, actually. It's the one that I carry around in my purse. And it's so I can just put dots in it, and it's got the months at the front. On your worst days, you still amazing. So you do that. So that one's just my little carry-all, and that's and it's undated. So this will take me from October to September, I think. So yeah, September's the last month in there. So I'll just get that undated. And this was a seconds. So this was one that was seconds. So that's one I keep in my bag all the time. So if I need to jot something down. And then there's the B6 one that you've all seen. And I realised I didn't do a plan with me this week. But I did it as a week. I did it as a week to a page with leftover stickers. Because I'm not doing much anymore at the moment because I'm still resting. So while I'm still not doing much. So I've actually just printed out, Vedandra, you'll be very happy. Tomorrow, my plan is to do the January and the week, but it'll be all leftovers because I keep running out of kits. So yeah, so that's Hey, I just heard that Pope Benedict, former I don't know what his official name is. He was the Pope Benedict. He passed away. He was 95. Barbara Walters died at 92. Has passed away. There's some big, some big names of people that have passed that we've lost this year. That's been really we've lost some big names. I know it's rather exciting, Vedandra, but yeah. So yeah, I have that that be amazing there every day to remind me to be amazing. So look, I want to do a look at what Katie Joy's been doing. I want to talk about Michelle for a little bit. Do you know she commented on my videos? Just heard that. Yes. You just heard that, Vedandra? Yes. I just saw that story. I actually just shared it onto my social media account. Let's see if I can pull that up. I didn't realise that the Sydney fireworks you had to pay for. I think that's a bit of a rip-off. Yeah, former Pope Benedict has died at the age of 95. The story says. I believe that he was visited by the current Pope. The Vatican says the body of former Pope Benedict will lie in state from Monday in St. Peter's Basilica. Former Pope Benedict has died at the age of 95. The Vatican announced Saturday, almost a decade after he became the first pontiff to resign. You're making lunch, so you're mostly listening. Well, it's 9 o'clock here, as I said before. It's 9 p.m. He was German. His birth name was Joseph Ratzinger, and he lived a quiet life in the former convent inside the Vatican grounds since his shock decision to step down in 2013. His health had been declining, but the Vatican revealed on Wednesday that his situation had worsened, and his successor, Pope Francis, called for Catholics worldwide to pray for him. His death brings an end to the unprecedented situation of where there are two men in white, Benedict and Francis, had coexisted within the walls of the tiny city-state. While there is no formal rule book for former popes, Benedict's funeral is expected to be at the Vatican and presided over by Francis. So in 2005 was when Pope John Paul II, he passed, and his body laid in state for funeral mass. So there are, I don't know why he resigned. There's lots of controversy, of course, around all of that, and that's up to him to, that was never ever revealed. So now I did check the court documents. I did my check of the Katie Polson stuff. In my opinion, if Her Honour doesn't make a decision shortly, they'll be running out of time to be able to put their cases together. And I've said that all along. Let me explain why. Let me explain why. It has to do with they've got a pre-trial hearing on the 27th March at 9 a.m. That's where they're going to have a discussion how it's all going to play out, confirming all the witnesses and everything. A pre-trial, it's what they do. And then you've got a jury trial on the 17th of April through to the 20th of April. Now, on the 21st of November, taken under advisement, Her Honour was going for a decision. We then had correspondence on the 5th and 6th of December from the 7M lawyers to say, hey, Your Honour, if we're going to have to wait more time for this is really going to mess up the proceedings, and we really need to set aside some time to look at what's going to happen here. And of course, Katie Joy's lawyers said, no, we don't need to do that. However, at this stage, because discovery has not been completed by either side, they don't know what witnesses they're going to call. So you can't tell me that they're going to be able to get depositions and evidence and all of that all done in 3 months. You might say to me, oh, yeah, well, that's plenty of time. You got to remember, lawyers are juggling multiple, the lawyers in the courts are juggling multiple cases at the time. If this was the only case that you were dealing with, you could, and don't forget, you actually have to then work around the witnesses, what witnesses you're going to call. You've got to find out whether they're free. They've got to be able to take time off work. They've got to be able to do all of that sort of stuff. If you've got to get subpoenas, they've got to be applied to for the court. They've got to be issued. They've got to be returned. So there is, it is my opinion that they are running out of time for this initial deadline. So there's two things I can think of. There's two scenarios that I'm thinking of. Either Her Honour's decided that she's going to do the default judgment, so the dates don't matter, or Her Honour is going to allow the case to proceed, but move all the dates back for discovery. They're the two outcomes, because if the default judgment stands, it's all over Red Rover. All over Red Rover. If it doesn't stand, then we've got to go back to, to the court case, and we've got to get the deposition. So all the dates have to change. And I would say it'd be pushed back quite a bit. But that, as I said, that's just me. That's just what my assessors are. Now, I have been watching what Katie Jo's been up to from afar. Has anyone been following what she's been up to? Her lawyers did mistakes in her other lawsuits and she still got away with it. Well, this is the thing. Yeah, while I would normally agree that they did, they weren't as strong as this one. And don't forget, and somebody pointed it out just the other day that that the blog post for 7M has come off her Instagram, because remember there was that hearing where they were looking at dates. So they've probably done all of this. They probably had this discussion, actually, to be honest, because that was last week or something, wasn't it? That date where they were talking about all these dates, and she's removed some stuff. So all 7M has to do is say, Your Honour, Coverdandra says, same old misrepresenting stories. She's in the right. Her Facebook's a little bit more exciting these days than Instagram. Plus, I'm not blocked on Facebook. So we'll have a look at that, and then we're going to get on to Michelle, because Michelle's interesting. And I do have. It wouldn't surprise me whether she pops a little head in, because she has noticed my channel. She did give me the finger sign. She did give me the finger the other day, or what we call giving the finger, or the one finger salute, or the Aussie salute, to one of the things that I wrote about on one of my YouTube posts, YouTube videos, which was really quite interesting, and it was about her court case. Now, it was interesting because on that she said she wasn't going to talk about it, but I picked up that she did talk about it. So we're going to see whether we can work out what happened in court today. So, and I can, and again, remember, I'm from Australia, so our laws are different. I mean, we don't tolerate our drink driving laws, and if Plan to Create was here, she'd be able to tell me exactly about. Well, look at this. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something of myself here. This is December 1976. December 1976. I know, I was so cute, wasn't I? I was so cute. Oh, the thing the thing is about people like Michelle and Katie Joy is that if they want to go digging, that you can't get far because all of our data is protected in Australia. It's very hard to get information. You know when somebody goes to court, but you can't just go and get the court file. They just don't send it to you. You just can't go and pay for it and get all the documents because it's all private. It's that's not to say you can't do it. It's they are a lot harder to get. You have to have a valid reason, and being a YouTuber is not a valid reason. And if you say that you're a journalist, you actually have to give details of the article you're writing and the where it's being published and everything. So, all right, so let's have a look at Without a Crystal Ball. Yeah, that just showed up. The picture just showed up memories. So wow. Hey, play crew, hello, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And I'm not staying on because I know that Cactus Bill's on again afterwards as well. So for those of you that like, I know that there's a lot of you that like Cactus Bill. I think she's live again tonight. You can have your back to back Aussies. Hey Tracy. Back, she's got more of the western. I've got more of the southern, or the east, southeast. All right. So Without a Crystal Ball, let's see what she's been up to. Oh, the other thing is, Gwendolyn Brown has been actually doing reaction videos to the Sister Wife series. She's just on season 17. That's right. And she's given quite a bit of insight, and she'll talk about how she has a good relation. And she's talked about the divorce thing, and she's hearing what's being said behind the scenes as opposed to what she's seen with her family and the filming. It's very interesting. If you have a look up Gwendolyn Brown, Sister Wives, and she actually is very insightful about the whole about poly and the family thing. So let's have a look. I noticed that also Katie Joy's got onto that Andrew Tate thing. I thought she might have been onto that beforehand, seeing that she loves talking about. It's funny, of all the, she throws around human trafficking so much that there's an influencer that's been charged with human trafficking and she didn't pick it up. Hello. It's funny. Really? I'm just having a look at what she's got here. Like, this is just boring. All right, so it's mainly been about Andrew Tate and his convictions. As I said, if Michelle is around and she wants to come up, I'd love to have a go. So she didn't take very nicely to my videos on her. I just. So this is Andrew. This is Andrew Tate. Oh, this one's about Peyton Brown. Now I actually saw this on a Facebook video 2 days before she posted it, where someone had said there's something in this picture, and I'm not going to point it out because I think it was an oversight. Maybe it was an oversight, but sort of referred to it, and so of course she's seen it. Don't care. There's the cat. Staycations are the best, apparently. Oh, look, as WOACB exclusively, James Duggar has moved in his new YouTube video. How can it exclusively if he's released a YouTube video on it? The Duggars have had numerous kids living in illegal dwellings on the property. James moved out. Used to be a bedroom and a bathroom built inside, despite the only. How many parents have built units above garages or have built granny flats or little units out the back of their houses for their kids? So she's onto that. Wow. So that's been, well, I mean, that is her, we know that's her favourite topic. We know that that's her favourite, that is her favourite topic. All of that sort of stuff, isn't it? All right, so let's have a look at what happened on my video comments. I did hear that Mrs. Claus delivered an Xbox or something the day before Christmas. I didn't think, I thought they celebrate, I thought they said they were pagans and they didn't believe in Santa. Last year she didn't believe in Santa Claus. Was that right? And now this year, I'm confused. I'm really confused. Can somebody help me have it make sense for me? Because I'm confused. So confused. Vidandra says Ben might have her up. Hey, look, she'd only be allowed up if she could prove that if she could recite the alphabet backwards, because I'd like to know that she's not drunk. She is strange, Tracy. Very, very strange. I have to say, I didn't think I'd find anybody that would beat Katie Joy for Drunken Lives, but yeah. All right, so here, which one is it? It must be this one that she commented on. Now, I did it did point out to me that I was probably a little bit mean. Actually, KJ and Michelle in the same stream, they might be able to translate for each other. Could you imagine that? Try to translate to? All right. This is really slow. So I was told I was probably a little bit snarky, and I was probably just really annoyed. I really just had enough. I mean, and I know that most of the people that subscribe to Michelle's channel and even Katie Joy's channel are people that just want the content from her. I mean, she's got 5,000 subscribers or something. I mean, you can't tell me that they're all there for. I mean, I'm not subbed. I'm not subbed to either of them. I won't sub to either of them. And there is a way that you can get their videos without actually giving them a view time. I know. Yeah, but anyway, let's have a look. I look. I've played along. And who has the worst life, and who out of their subs. Okay, I think I'm back. To crush me, so I really apologize about that. I'm here. What I was going to say was that I just find the whole thing bizarre. All right, so it's that one. It was the on the drink driving one. So as I said, we have an open panel tonight. You can jump up. Okay. Look, I probably made fun of her dressed up. I was wondering what I was coming into. LOL. Happy New Year, Joe. Well, I mean, I could have done a Michelle on you and rubbed my chest and showed you, and rather showing you what fake ones look like, I could have talked about real ones. And you're probably glad that you didn't walk in on that one, hey? Oh dear. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and rub my chest and go, look, aren't these great, when I know. Should I exit? Or maybe I can do the sucking. Maybe I can.
It's not going to be sorted out right here and now. The video on with the CD. Yes, let you hear the
Oh,
soundtrack.
what's that? I don't know what that is. Who's that? Or maybe I can stand in front of the camera and suck my tummy in. It's Vidandra. I don't like the behavior either. So let's have a look at the comments that appeared on my thing today. I just went, okay. How are you going, Peter? We've still got the kiddies fireworks going here. Right. So we've got here. I'll enlarge this for you. Rub away. No. Oh, I could show you my scars. Show you my scars. No. All right. So Bo wrote, talks about how, evidence about, because she was driving while filming, and then it's story changed. Have you heard? So I said she's put her address out there, just gave out her number plate, egging people on to do something, and then she will cry when it does. I also thought her license was suspended. She goes to court in a couple of days for it. Okay. She responds, leaving in 20 minutes, and nope, licensed, not suspended. Nice try though. Gives me the finger. And then I said, are you going to tell us what happened at court, Michelle? She says, no, I'm not. Guess what happened? And I said, My guess is adjourned and another court date given. However, I am a law student in Australia, not sure how the law works there, but that's my guess though. Now, I did see that she did go on live about how the reason she didn't make the last court appearance was that she was in court over her divorce. Now, I can tell you, again, here, if there is nothing, I can tell you for my own divorce, I didn't step foot in the court. I didn't go to court. The lawyers negotiated it, and the lawyers went in, and it was rubber stamped, and I got sent the official notification. So I didn't actually have to go to court for that. So, but anyway, I just, as I said, I didn't think I'd find anyone that could, and I was going to sub me up the wrong way. That's just not based on what we were talking about. I shouldn't go there, should we? Oh, we shouldn't go there. Oh my. That would annoy me as much as Katie Joy. As I said, I'd love them to be on the panel together and see who could actually outdo the other. We didn't even have a lawyer. We just settled paperwork. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Without Peter, that's the thing that really baffled me, because I would have thought that if everything had been agreed upon, then they wouldn't need to go to court. Oh, you went to court? See, maybe it's different. Maybe it's different over there. Okay. So when I had to be separated, you had to have been separated for 12 months. And then you just had to, generally you go through a lawyer, because that's the quickest process is to go through a lawyer. Careful, don't bust. Well, actually, Peter, I had the laparoscopy, or whatever it is, the one where they put five little incisions. I've got 5 little incisions. In fact, my belly button's where the worst of it is. So the belly button, and then either side, and then one where the old cut would be. So there's 5 of them, and they're nearly all healed. So so that's the good thing. Yeah, and I can feel the pull on it. So, but what was really interesting, and I'm going to get into TMI at the moment, is that some of the endometriosis had sort of, with all the little fixes that I had, the endometriosis had actually started to had escaped and started attaching itself to other organs. So I don't know whether yet, if for example my bladder's had permanent, has had much damage done to it. Well, see, that's the thing, Vidandra. I think that's what it is for us. I mean, if the lawyers have settled and there's nothing to settle and it just needs to get the judge's signature, then yeah. Plus, I thought the Michelle videos where I just used text and graphics and stuff, they were stuff I could do from bed, and it still meant that you could all know that I was still alive. I was still around. I hadn't left you all. Actually, I've got a green screen that I'm going to put up, so I'm hoping to change my backgrounds. And one of the things that I've written in here is that I want to get proper streaming equipment. Now that my daughter's moved out, I'm actually looking at making her old room a proper studio, so I can do proper stuff in. So I can do proper stuff and look like a professional. Don't you have to look? What is it? If you look the part, I can pretend. And I've got my green screen. I've got my lights, and at least I can look like I know what I'm doing. Hey, yeah. So look, I've decided I'm going to see how I go at church tomorrow. Church will only be about an hour tomorrow, so I thought just on the hour New Year's Day, and then I'm going to come home and rest. So I do stuff, and then I have to rest afterwards. I do stuff and then I rest. So look, what let's have a chat about 2022. What, has anything good happened in 2022? There's been lots of bad things happen around the world. I mean, I did lose my grandmother January this year. It'll be nearly last year. I lost my grandma. She passed. That was sad. And then, starting the law degree. That was my mother moved out. Maybe you could write in the description of your plan with me ASMR or something like that. Well, that's true. Yeah, that's what that's one of the things I've got to research for Dandra is I've got to work out how to get myself in the algorithm, because I think the stuff I'm doing is okay. Research algorithm. I'm actually, one of the things I'd like to know from Michelle is from her. Somebody had said that she got something like, since she's been on YouTube, she's got something like $4,000 in donate. Like, people have given her $4,000 all up. I don't know how true that is, and I'm thinking I need to learn how to e-beg. Because I'm not a person that asks. I'm not a person that, look, I even forget to say. I might say subscribe or like and do all of that, but I forget to talk about channel memberships and other things. I forget about all of that. And if I do mention it, I then feel guilty that I've mentioned it. And I've got to get over that. Because to be perfectly honest with you, got my last child through school, 3 done and dusted, and I didn't. Well, that's an achievement, Peter. That achievement. That's a very good achievement. That particularly the fact that you didn't kill one of them, but the 3. I know, yeah. There has to be a tip to it, Tracy. I need to know how do you, because one of the things that she says is, I'm not e-begging, but if you want me to cook good meals, you need to give me money to buy the food. It's like, hello. So I'd say, I'm not an e-beggar, but if you'd like high quality streams, you need to give me the money so I can buy myself a camera. See, I feel really bad saying that. I know, it's a very good achievement. Getting your kids through, all the kids through. I have to say, though, one of the things I have noticed, though, with my surgery, and even though, once you've had your last child and you've decided that you don't want any more children, you're fine with that. Even though you go, yeah, see, I'm not that type of person. It's obviously the good ones that don't make lots of money. But one of the things that I've been reading as I've been looking at recovery, I've read that. I haven't found where that is exactly. I've been looking for that, but I've heard that. Because YouTube wants you to use their stuff. They want to get their commission. They're missing out on heaps of commission at the moment. One of the things that I have been reading about the hysterectomy that isn't talked about a lot is that a lot of women experience the grief of actually losing their uterus, even though you've gone through that stage that you're not going to have any more children, while you're still in your childbearing years before menopause. It's always a case of, well, if something happens, it happens, da-da-da-da-da. But you know what? I've been reading about the fact that there's a grieving process to it, and I thought, gee, that's really silly. About when I was reading about it, and my doctor was telling me about it, and I thought, oh, that's a bit silly. And I've discovered that yes, you do go. I've gone through that. So that's been an interesting thing. So yeah, even all those years. Hello, Shelley. All those years, when you knew two's enough, don't want any more kids. I'm too old, I'm not going to have any more kids. But as soon as you have the surgery and that's taken out of your hands, and it's now virtually impossible for it ever had to happen, suddenly it's like, well, that's it. Well, that's right. Yes. But the thing is, Peter, you're worth more than your uterus. Remember that. And I don't have one anymore. Actually, I should have asked him. I should have asked the doctor, how much is my uterus worth? Because I was told I was worth more than it, and I want to know whether it's worth more. But yeah, so I have discovered that there is that little bit of breathing that goes through. So you're healing and you're cramping and you're doing. Ooh! Ooh! Can you hear that? Can you hear that? What's this left off fire? I thought that was illegal. I'm sure that's illegal. Yeah, I think that's what it is for Dandro, but you still have that little grief period, I think, yeah. Because he was telling me all about this, and I've gone, okay, yeah, fine, but I'm hey, I jumped. My popcorn's ready. I jumped. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, but it's only 9:53. It's 9:53 p.m. So we still got. Oh dear. Oh, gee. Oh, I nearly went through the chair. Oh dear me. We have lots of idiots around our place. Oh dear, I'm sure it's illegal to let off somebody said it was a $900 fine. Let's firework. Although I do know the baseball stadium, so the baseball stadium nearby, they do fireworks, and they always notify. They put it all on their socials. It's illegal to sell or use fireworks in Melbourne. To set off fireworks, it actually comes under arson. It's under the arson laws. So let's have a look. So let's go to fireworks. This is legal age. So sometimes lighting fires. Wow, that's a maximum of 25 penalty units and or 12 months jail. Total fire bans. Wow, 2 years jail for total fire bans. Fireworks. It is an offence to set off fireworks in public without a council permit to do so. The maximum penalty is 5 penalty units. Oh, that's not much. So let's have a look at penalty units. I think it's a fine usually. Penalty units. So I used to calculate the amount of a fine. The amount of one penalty unit is indexed, increases each year on July 1. So let's have a look. What's 5 penalty units? Oh, where are we? So one penalty unit is one penalty unit is $15.29. Oh, it might be worth it. Oh, it's only 70. It's 5 penalty units. It's $76. The fees and penalty is calculated by not multiplying the number of units by the current value of the fee or unit. The exact cost may be rounded up or down, so it's $77. Oh, well, that's really a good deterrent. Oh, no, sorry, that's a fee unit. Sorry, a penalty unit. One penalty unit is $184. Oh, because then, scrap that. Let's start again. One penalty unit is $184.92. That's better. Yeah, a $924 fine. That's right. That's right. They would cost more. So it's $924 fine if you're caught legally setting off fireworks, and then they set fees. So it would be $924 plus the fees as well. So that's how that's done. So we've got the Monetary Units Act. So for a lot of smaller, I guess, matters before the court, they're dealt with fines, and so they use this penalty unit to calculate it. So it's 5 penalty units. Yeah, so they'd probably round it up. Well, see, if you run on a sports ground now, it's a $5,000 fine. Which is, so everything's based on these penalty units. We don't have fireworks this year. The towns and cities gave up. Oh, that would be nice for Dandra. In Sydney, they're saying that it's a sellout, but I believe that you had to buy tickets for that, and I don't know what happens with the money for the tickets. But most, when I was living in Perth, they didn't do New Year's fireworks; they did Australia Day fireworks. But I don't know what they're doing anymore. Whether they're doing New Year's, so some do New Year's, some do. I really can't be bothered doing either. Actually, when I was younger, yes, when my kids were younger, as I said, the kiddie fireworks are already over. So, yeah. But we've had fireworks most nights between Christmas and New Year, people been letting them off. And people actually found leftover canisters as well on a walking trail. So I guess the thing about the fireworks illegally, I just saw something here that. Oh, Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews has just won the coveted Premier of the Year. Oh, I just saw Llama Girl just posted something that I thought was very, very interesting. Sorry, we're going backwards and forths on all topics here at the moment. I'm not making any sense. In fact, since I've had my surgery, I've been all over the shop. I actually went to check the mailbox today, thinking it was Friday, and it's Saturday. I'm going to be thinking tomorrow's Saturday. I'm going to be one day out somewhere along the way. I got no idea. every day is just like the others. Oh dear. She had something on here. She heard. I thought I saw something that Mama Girl had here on Michelle. Oh, I don't know. I'm stuck. So I don't know what happened at court, but as I said, she's gave me a teaser in my comment section. But I was half expecting her to jump in and grab the link and come on panel because. But hey, I don't know that it would happen either. But anyway, we'll see. I was going to say it's Friday here, but that was before I went to sleep. It's true. Yeah, well, I'm hoping to go to sleep when the year's passed. Oh dear. I posted on my social media earlier today that I was not going to do any more shopping for the rest of the year. But Andrew says we'll find out soon enough what happened. Oh look, she reckons she's not going to say anything. She told me she's not going to say anything, but we all know she said, from what I've worked out, and I was looking at transcripts because I didn't want to watch her. I just pulled up the transcripts of the chat, and it looks like it's they fixed another hearing date, but that's just what I've worked out. So I don't know though. Don't quote me on that. I have been watching some real internet drama come up. It's, as I said, when you're bedridden and you're needing to rest and there's nothing to watch and all you've got's YouTube, you watch some instant stuff. So I keep kicking a button and kicking myself out. I'm doing really well. You know that, don't you? Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, no, this was. Oh, someone's posted a video of her leaving. Let's have a look. Here it is. Is this going to work? It says here is MS leaving the courthouse this AM. Apparently, she was saying she was going to have a drink when she got home. Did she really show it this morning? I thought that was Oh, that's a different drink. I missed all of this. Yeah. Oh, anyway, it's not. Yeah, that's what I said. I said, oh, it's not working for me. My computer's bad. Just in case you're wondering about this, what sweets, bakery goods, cider, yeah, whatever you like. I mean, you could say you're going to give up for the year. That's a good one. Oh, here we go. This is just not working. I don't know how this works. But apparently, allegedly, MGL has had 3 DUIs already. I mean, surely there's a point where you've got to lose your license. Now, I did say that we're of Australia have different road safety acts, and our Road Safety Act states that if you are seen as the driver of a car and there is a beer, and so if you have an open bottle of beer and you're the only one in that car, it's going to be assumed that that's yours, and that's illegal. That will get you in trouble. So there she is there again, allegedly leaving for court today. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it. There's no sound from what I can work out either. So she didn't dress up for court by the looks of it either. Okay. Happy court day. MS already has 3 DUIs. Blackmailed Sheriff Jolly reads live while zipping around, crackling on the highway, chugging beer, and already drunk and high with no current driver's license is not funny like some of you think. See, I don't think it's very funny. I don't think it's very funny. I didn't think it was very funny. So as I said, if she got where I live and they saw all open bottles, she'd probably get her car. I know they're impounding cars now for first offences. They're really, really hard and tough now because the governments are just sick of it. So anyway, I think I might leave it there. I think I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go sleep for the. I'm gonna go spend the rest of the year sleeping, and I'll wake up next year. Hey. Hey, I've decided I'm going to stay out of trouble for the rest of the year. So I hope you all have a great new year. I'll be doing some filming tomorrow. I've got some plan with me to film tomorrow. I know that Andrew's happy about that. Let me know what you're interested in. If there's any content that you would like. I mean, maybe you're bored with the content. Maybe you don't like something that but I'm trying to keep it varied. You know, you've got to. I have to say, I've got to keep my. If I have someone like Michelle or Katie, tend to watch the videos, and people can then hopefully discover the good stuff that's on the channel. There's quite a bit of good stuff on there. And I was speaking to Harrison the other day, and he told me that I hadn't let him on his channel. I hadn't let him on his channel for a while, so I'm thinking we might do another stream with him, and he can tell you what's been happening with his life. He's had a lot of changes this year. But look, I just want to thank you all for joining me. I hope that this year hasn't. I mean, we've survived it. We survived 2020. 2022, sorry, 2022. Oh dear. I told you, I'm totally out of it. I'm totally out of it. Oh, I've got no idea. Oh, I've got to write a taught assignment. Up. Oh, I'm just trying to get my head. I can't write the assignment till I'm in the right headspace, but I'm still out of it. Oh, I don't know. I did ask the doctor whether he took my brain out. I mean, I know that there would be a discussion whether. I mean, we could have a discussion whether there was a brain there in the first place. Well, that's a good point, Peter. 2020, 2021, 2022. We're on into it. Oh, look, it's it's a bit like that, all rolled into one. Although I've heard that there's China's discovered a new strain again, so and it's crippling the country. So who knows what's going to happen? So I don't know. I actually didn't mind lockdown. I don't like I don't like being around lots of people, so I thoroughly enjoyed it. I could be selective with where I went, who I saw, who I spoke to. I really enjoyed it. That's what it is, COVID brain. I wondered what it was. Oh, my brain is just, it's not. So, yeah, so anyway, I want to just thank you all for watching. I know there's going to be, have a lot of reflection. People are going to do lots of reflecting for this year. I think, as I said, my only goal that I have on my computer is to be amazing each day. And that's what I strive to do. I strive to be amazing. I just try to be better than what I was yesterday. And that's really my only resolution, even though I've written out a whole pile of things that I would like to achieve. And I'm putting down my as long as we've got toilet. Well, yes, that's right, loo paper. That's the thing. Hey, do you know there is a shortage of loo paper at the moment? Every time there's a shortage of loo paper, I'm thinking, are we getting locked down again? But look, I've written down what, here is my list of everything that I would like to buy. Like I'd like to get a nice, a professional streaming kit. And as I said, so I've got the green screen so I can set up and film really good, proper videos. And I've got things, my goals that I would like to achieve on this side, some of the stuff, where I'd like to get my subs level to and all of that sort of stuff. But at the end of the day, that's not what it is. It's about being the best type of human that we can be and really making a difference in the world. And so as long as we do that, I think we've succeeded in life. I mean, what is success? What is success? So many people put emphasis on looks. How many people do you know? It's a potato shortage. Well, that's right. Oh, that's right. I heard that there's a chip shortage. It's no good. You gotta have your chips. If you can make a difference. I mean, there's so many people who are beautiful on the inside, but are beautiful on the outside and are ugly on the inside. And vice versa. People who we deem to be ugly on the outside, but they're beautiful on the inside. And I think we really need to be beautiful people on the inside and show a little bit of compassion and love and kindness to everybody that we meet, even the people that we don't like. And I've just noticed my glasses are crooked. I went into Specsavers a few weeks ago. These glasses keep going crooked. I went into Specsavers a couple of weeks ago and I said to Specsavers, I said, either my glasses are crooked or my head's crooked. If my glasses aren't crooked, you're going to need to straighten my head. And they said, we think it's the glasses. It was a young guy, and the look on his face was. And you've got to try and make people laugh every day too. If you can make someone laugh. Oh dear me. Anyway, I was going to say have a happy Christmas. We've had that, haven't we? Have a happy New Year. If you would like to if you could please do me a favor and hit like and the subscribe button, and that all helps to support the channel. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. All the best for 2023. That would be 20. I know. Where's his? Do you know this year my daughter turns 23. I'm a mother of a 23-year-old, and she moved out of house. She moved out of home, and she's living in her own home, and I'm so sad. She's 23. And yeah, oh, she's 23 next week. It scares me. Anyway, as I said, I want to thank you all for joining me, and I will catch you again next time. I will see you next year. I will see you next year. So thank you very much, and